On Apple Valley News now at 5, cold weather is coming. Get ready for an early blast of frigid conditions. I'm tracking it all in your First Alert forecast.
Plus, demonstrations this afternoon in Sunnyside. Farm workers sound off about overtime concerns. And we're learning new information tonight about an Alaska Airlines pilot accused of trying to kill the engine on a flight out of Western Washington.
This is Apple Valley News Now at 5 on your side.
Protect your plants, winterize your home, and bundle up. Get ready for an early blast of really cold weather. We are tracking a big change in weather conditions in eastern Washington. I'm Jill Sperling. Let's get right to Stacy Lee, who's tracking your First Alert forecast.
Thanks, Jill. Yeah, it is. It's already begun. As you can see, this is our active radar. We've got lots of rain, cold rain showers right now in the Columbia Basin, and we're already starting to see those snow showers fall across the Cascades. Tracking snow showers on the east slopes of the Cascades tonight, and that's going to intensify as the evening goes on. Now, there's a winter weather advisory in place till 5 o'clock tomorrow night, looking for 6 to 8 inches across Snoqualmie Pass, and that's at road level. So if you have any plans to travel there in the next 48 hours, check those pass reports. White Pass already seeing snow there this afternoon, expecting 8 to 12 inches there, and we could see 1 to 2 inches of snow in the Blues. Here's our Legends Casino Skycam. Locally, we've got showers flowing right now, 47 degrees, much cooler. Remember, we were close to 70 degrees yesterday. Winds are light at 6 miles per hour. We've got a freeze watch also in place from Wednesday night into Thursday morning. This cold Arctic air dipping down into our area. In fact, some places could see temperatures 30 degrees below the average. So get ready for those scattered showers. They continue through the evening. Those temperatures are going to plummet. That hard freeze is coming to the lower elevations, and mountain snow with travel impacts. Lots to talk about tonight in your First Alert full weather forecast. Jill?
Thank you, Stacy. Yakima County Fire District 5 is asking voters to approve an $18 million bond on the November 7th ballot, something it's never done before. The money would help replace aging equipment and renovate 3 fire stations that were built in the 1950s. Fire officials say they don't have modern decontamination facilities. That means in order to remove the carcinogens like asbestos and diesel exhaust and medical products that stick to their clothing and skin and can make them sick, they just have to work with what they have.
If you've ever envisioned a very small bathroom sink, that is kind of what we have. Sometimes we do gross decontamination with a garden hose or a fire hose outside to do that. Obviously, it doesn't work well in the wintertime. But it is what it is, and we do the best we can.
Coming up at 6, a closer look at the fire district's needs and how voters can help them for $7 a month. Now to a local traffic alert impacting drivers in West Richland. This map and information comes from the Benton County Facebook page. The county says Highway 224 in West Richland is closed this week between mileposts 5 and 6. The closure allows crews to conduct utility work. A detour is redirecting traffic to Paradise Way, Keene Road, and Rupert Road. Highway 224 is scheduled to reopen Friday evening. A Washington state lawmaker was arrested Saturday in Hong Kong for carrying a gun in his luggage. Republican State Senator Jeff Wilson represents Longview in southwest Washington. He says this was an honest mistake. Wilson and his wife were on a 5-week vacation when he realized he had a pistol in his briefcase. According to a statement on his website, Wilson says screeners in Portland failed to detect the gun when he boarded the plane. Once the plane landed, Senator Wilson told Customs about it. Authorities charged Wilson with possession of a firearm without a license. That can result in up to 14 years in prison and a fine of more than $12,000. Wilson is due back in court in Hong Kong on October 30th. In a statement, the senator says his pistol is registered in Washington state and that he holds a concealed carry license. On Capitol Hill, House Republicans have nominated Majority Whip Tom Emmer for House Speaker. That after voting through a series of secret ballots. However, another secret tally shows Emmer falls 26 votes short if his nomination comes up on the House floor. He can only afford to lose the support of 4 Republicans. A House floor vote is expected sometime this week. Without a speaker, lawmakers can't conduct any business, which includes considering President Biden's request for $100 billion in military aid for Israel and Ukraine. It also means they can't reach a compromise to fund the government before it could shut down next month. Now to the ordeal passengers suffered through aboard an Alaska Airlines flight headed from Everett in western Washington to San Francisco. In court filings, authorities now saying the suspect, off-duty pilot Joseph David Emerson, told them he hadn't slept in more than a day and discussed the use of psychedelic mushrooms when he allegedly tried to shut down the engines of the passenger plane mid-flight. As he appears in court, Emerson is now facing more than 150 charges, including 83 counts of attempted murder. ABC's Melissa Adon has the latest.
Off-duty pilot Joseph David Emerson, accused of trying to shut off the engine of an Alaska Airlines flight, expected in court today, facing 167 charges, including 83 counts of attempted murder. According to a federal criminal complaint, 44-year-old Emerson told investigators he hadn't slept in 40 hours, felt like he was having a nervous breakdown, and mentioned to them the use of psychedelic mushrooms. Authorities say the off-duty pilot attempted to pull the T-handles while sitting in the jump seat inside the cockpit of the flight. The on-duty Alaska Airlines pilots say they did not see anything wrong with Emerson until he allegedly said, "I'm not okay," and then reached up to grab the red fire extinguisher handles and pulled them down. A struggle immediately ensued, and Emerson was taken down and removed from the cockpit. According to the complaint, he reportedly asked a flight attendant to cuff him.
No fight, no commotion, just nervous passengers, but quietly nervous.
One of the 80 passengers on board the flight that was scheduled to land in San Francisco from Everett, Washington, says she was panicked.
So we landed, and then about 10 police officers, armed, came on, walked straight to the back of the plane where I was sitting and detained him. Then the flight attendant got back on and told us he had a mental breakdown.
The flight making an emergency landing in Portland, Oregon, where the off-duty pilot was arrested. Emerson was scheduled to be part of the flight crew on an upcoming Alaska Air 737 flight departing from San Francisco before his arrest. Emerson was sitting in the cockpit jump seat behind the pilot and first officer. Had that handle been shut off, it would have killed the fuel to the engine mid-flight. Aviation experts say that move could have been fatal.
That was Melissa Adon reporting. The complaint says Emerson told officers he believed he was having a nervous breakdown and had not slept in 40 hours, also stating he became depressed about 6 months ago. Today, Walla Walla Public Schools officially opened the Carnegie Learning Center. This building is more than 100 years old. It used to be the Walla Walla Public Library. Now it will continue to be a learning center for local students thanks to a partnership with the city. School officials tell us they're hoping the flexibility offered by the Learning Center will give students more room to grow.
The alternative learning experience is really the cutting edge of education, because particularly coming through COVID, where we had to scramble to come up with other learning opportunities for kids, that gave families the taste of there can be something different. So now kids can have individualized educational pathways that we can help monitor that are not traditional, where a student is not in a school, in a brick and mortar school for 6.5 hours a day.
The center also offers support for families taking a homeschooling route. HomeLink offers a curriculum library, art and science classes, and group outings. Well, we've been warning you about the bout of cold weather that's ahead this week. This marks an opportunity to get yourself and your vehicle ready. That's next. Also, Stacey Lee is tracking how low night temperatures will go when snow will show up in the Cascades. She has your first alert forecast. Plus, get to see Eastern Washington from an elevated point of view. That's next on Apple Valley News Now at 5.
Here, freshly made grizzly bear tracks. Survival, it's not guaranteed.
Good thing I got my Ford Bronco Sport, because it goes over any terrain.
Get a great deal on a Bronco Sport, only at your local Ford dealer.
Thank you for getting groceries, Mika.
Of course. Happy to help. Will Medicare cover any of these bills?
I thought it would, but it doesn't.
We'll get through this. I will always be here for you.
I know. But what about you? I don't ever want you to be in this situation.
Don't worry, Dad. With WA Cares, I'm earning long-term care benefits with each paycheck. That money will be there when I need it.
Find out how the WA Cares Fund can help. Does your bath or shower need a remodel? Bathfitter can do it all. We'll remove your existing fiberglass tub or shower and replace it with a custom crafted shower or soaker tub. All made in America at our state-of-the-art factory. We rebuild your walls with new drywall and install a custom-made tub or shower with seamless walls in as little as 1 day. All work is guaranteed and built to last. Call your locally owned Bathfitter store now to book your free in-home estimate or visit bathfitter.com.
With Chevy Silverado and Silverado HD, you can take on the mountains, or you can move them. With the power of up to 36,000 pounds of max available towing and the confidence of an available 13.4-inch diagonal touchscreen. Whatever your mountain, there's a Silverado for you. Get 0% financing plus make no monthly payments for 90 days on all 2023 Silverado 1500 pickups, or get $3,500 total cash allowance on this Silverado with a TurboMax engine. See your community Chevy dealers.
We'll end to win during Wild Horse Resort and Casino's $150,000 car giveaway. You could win a new all-wheel drive Toyota Corolla Hybrid Luxury Edition, plus up to $12,000 in weekly cash and prizes. Pick 3 cards to win up to $1,000 cash, or match 3 Corolla cards and go directly to the Grand Prize Winner Circle. Grand Prize drawing this weekend. Wild Horse Resort and Casino, Pendleton, Oregon. More winners, more often.
Here, freshly made grizzly bear tracks. Survival, it's not guaranteed.
Good thing I got my Ford Bronco Sport, because it goes over any terrain.
Get a great deal on a Bronco Sport only at your local Ford dealer.
Portions of Apple Valley News Now, sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier.
Welcome back. Our forecasted freezing weather puts extra pressure on farms to get the season wrapped up. But long hours mean overtime pay in Washington. Alyssa Warner is live in Sunnyside this evening, where farm workers have gathered to protest.
Hey Jill, so yeah, as you mentioned, we're here live. Now, farm workers have to work 48 hours a week before they start earning overtime pay in Washington. These people that you can see behind me are here protesting that. They're saying they don't want the overtime anymore. Next year, it's going to get even more intense. The required hours are going to drop down to 40 hours per week before you start earning overtime. Now, the group Protect Farm Workers Now says that change is actually hurting people because they say farms are cutting their hours even as the cost of living for individuals is going up.
Hoy en día, el no tener la cantidad de horas necesaria para poder cumplir esos sueños, la verdad que se hace bastante complejo.
So nowadays, not having enough hours, making that dream, it makes it really hard to accomplish.
Now, how did we get here in 2023 and still working 48 hours a week before you start to earn overtime? This actually all started, it's been going on for years. It started with an action from the legislature during the pandemic. So we're going to talk about that coming up tonight on Apple Valley News Now at 6. But for right now, I'm Alyssa Warner reporting in Sunnyside. I'm going to send it back to you in the studio. Jill.
Thanks, Alyssa. Hot air balloons are a familiar sight in Walla Walla. Seattle Ballooning spends the fall season in the Blue Mountain region, making people's dreams come true and giving them a sight from the sky they may have only thought they could dream of. Here are the sights and sounds from a Walla Walla hot air balloon experience.
Sierra Bravo, we plan to fly for about an hour. Our max altitude should be about 6,000 feet. Oh, I'm angry with myself because it was cold. It was a winter flight. So that's how we let her all out.
Highlighted a few times in that story was pilot Amanda Brodbeck. According to Seattle Ballooning, even as a rookie, Amanda is crushing it out in the competition ballooning world. As a first-year competitor at the U.S. Women's Nationals for hot air balloon pilots in Jackson, Michigan, this summer, she took home the Rookie of the Year title, as well as national champion. As a hot air balloon pilot with Seattle Ballooning, she travels the country, but has found a home for the season in Walla Walla.
Quick season, it's a way to extend what we're able to do in the Seattle area. It gets a little rainy, a little cloudy there, so it's good to come and get a little extra time, and this is just such a cute town.
Seattle Ballooning still has flights available for the commercial season in Walla Walla. The season for ballooning is almost over with its last day on Sunday, the 29th of this month. And more information on our website, applevalleyNewsNow.com. Winter conditions are on the way, and if you plan to travel and your vehicle isn't ready for the snow and ice, you could face trouble on the roads. The Washington State Patrol says this is a good time to check your tires and their tread depth. If you're in need of a new set, it's best to purchase them before the freezing rain and snow hits our region. You'll also want to make sure your battery is in good condition. If you plan to travel over the mountain passes, you'll want to carry chains. WSB also encourages people to slow down when those winter conditions arrive.
Anytime that the road gets either wet, frozen, or snow on it, the number one thing we see is people are driving way too fast for the roadway conditions. If the speed limit's 70 miles an hour on the interstate and it's got an inch of snow on it, you may have to drive 40, 50 miles an hour.
If you have to travel in inclement weather, Trooper Chris Thorson says you should drive with a full tank of gas in case you get stranded. And if you haven't already done so, it's also a good time to prep your garden for the colder temperatures. Dennis Fife with the WSU Master Gardener program says not only should you be blowing out your drip lines, but you should also be harvesting some of the more sensitive fruits and vegetables. He says some of these will continue to ripen after they're picked, such as bell peppers and tomatoes. He also encourages gardeners to plant a cover crop to replace some of the plants they remove.
Planted what was called mustard, along with a little bit of clover with it. And the mustard, it will act as a fumigant and help with the bad nematodes and stuff. The potato industry uses it a lot.
It's also a good time to clear out any yard waste and debris. As Fife says, these can help keep pests alive over the winter. He says the WSU Master Gardeners are always willing to answer any of your gardening questions, and they're available May through October. And you can call in for advice or bring a sample in person to their office.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Stacy Lee.
And Old Man Winter, it's here, folks. Here we go. We've got the rain falling all through the Columbia Basin Tri-Cities. A little mixed precip here in the foothills of the Blue Mountains, and we're already seeing snow along the Cascades. And again, that rain, and as the evening comes, we'll start to see that transition into more snow. Here's a picture of the snow a little bit earlier today on White Pass. This is at the ski resort, so basically at the top of the pass, snowing and blowing there already. And again, we're expecting anywhere from 8 to 12 inches with the winter weather advisory, 6 to 8 inches over Snoqualmie, and that's road level. So if you're traveling, you're going to want to check those roads and be prepared for winter driving conditions. The Blues also could pick up a couple of inches, and we're going to see some snow up towards the Spokane area. Here's that Pacific storm, the setup for Wednesday. Again, mainly rain showers in our lower elevations, but you see that snow transitioning, moving right up into the Spokane area and down the Cascade Crest all the way into the Oregon Cascade Mountains. A little bit here in the Blues, not expecting a lot. Like I said, 1 to 2 inches possible there. That will start to taper off Wednesday night into Thursday. So Futurecast, again, here we are tonight with those showers. We'll continue to see those. Here's the snow showers hitting the east slopes of the Cascades. As the night moves along, we'll see even more intense snow showers. 9 o'clock tonight, rain through the Columbia Basin area. Again, we'll see some snow showers, the upper elevations of the Blues. Getting into the overnight hours, snow eventually starts to kind of move more to the north part of the Washington Cascades, but again, we'll see those snow showers falling throughout the night right into tomorrow morning. Now, we could even see a few snowflakes mixed with rain coming through Yakima, Ellensburg, Kittitas Valley. We're not expecting accumulation, but that could impact those roads for your commute tomorrow. Those snow showers eventually move to the north. Spokane impacted tomorrow morning for most of the day, unsettled through the rest of the afternoon with more snow mainly to the south of the Columbia Basin, Tri-Cities, and moving to the east into the Blues. We'll clear out, but we're not done. We have another system that's going to start pushing through Thursday evening into Friday, again impacting the Cascade Mountains. We have a first alert weather day in place beginning tomorrow night through Thursday because of our area getting down into the deep dive. A freeze warning in place where temperatures dropping down to 28 degrees, and we're going to see those overnight lows stay in the 20s for several days. So again, here's some things to do. Cover those veggies and sensitive plants, and again, just be prepared. Blow out those sprinklers. Here's what it looks like outside. Dust Devil Sky Camp, 47 degrees. Again, you see that fog. That's the rain coming through the area tonight. Our sunset at 5:55. Temperatures overnight tonight in the 30s and 40s. So we are going to stay above freezing tonight, but that's going to change tomorrow drastically. We're going to drop down below the freezing level in all of our areas. And again, you might see a couple of snowflakes there in the Yakima and Kittitas Valley. Those temperatures, daytime highs, remember we were almost 70 degrees yesterday. Look at our highs tomorrow, 40s and 50s through the area. Some of us down 30 degrees below the average. So here's what it looks like out the door tomorrow. Again, you're going to be in the 30s and 40s. Grab a coat, grab your rain gear, mid 40s by midday, and we don't warm up all that much into the afternoon. Next 3 days, again in Yakima, we've got our alert days. Look for that rain mix with snow possible in the early morning hours, transitioning to showers later on. Going to be cold again, those temperatures down in the 20s. Tri-Cities will have mostly rain showers here with our daytime high near 50, but our overnight lows again below the freezing level. Same thing in Walla Walla. Look for those showers, 50 degrees tomorrow. Then we start dropping into the 40s with those temperatures down at the freezing level. So again, get ready for that. Be prepared. I've got your 7-day planning forecast on the way. Stay with us. More Apple Valley News now at 5.
Fabulous fall colors at the Yakima Arboretum. Fly the Northwest tonight at 6.
Vegas action is closer than you think. The fun is waiting for you at Nob Hill Casino. Come in and pull up a chair at your choice of blackjack, pai gow, heads up hold'em, or high card flush, and play with the friendliest dealers in town. Join our Players Club to take your game to the next level and earn rewards for food, bowling, prizes, and cash. There's always a spot for you at Nob Hill Casino, where the locals play.
When you or your loved one has been seriously injured, you want the best law firm on your side. Abeta Nelson Injury Law is the most highly awarded and experienced personal injury firm in Central Washington. Our office has secured the most million-dollar car crash recoveries in Central Washington. You can trust us to have your back. The time for bringing your claim is limited, so don't wait. Call us today for a no-obligation consultation. Abeta Nelson, we take your injury personally.
The Stars honor their most memorable year. That dance really moved me. You found your wings and you've taken flight.
That was truly beautiful.
Watch and vote live.
Plus, a touching tribute to Len Goodman.
We love you, Len.
Dancing with the Stars live tonight at 8/7 Central on ABC and Disney+.
Throw away your distance and reading glasses. Join Doctors King and Kopstein for a free live webinar this Thursday at noon. And find out if RLE is right for you. K2 Vision RLE. No glasses, no contacts, no readers.
No insurance? No problem. At West Ridgeland Family Dental and Prime Dental Pasco, our membership plan starts at just $79 and costs only $35 a month. That's 2 cleanings, x-rays, and much more for just $35 a month. Learn more at WRFDC.com or PDPNW.com. Find us at one of our 2 locations, West Ridgeland Family Dental and Prime Dental Pasco. Stunning smiles for the whole family.
Did you know Astria Health has the only team of neurosurgeons in the Lower Valley? Patients no longer need to travel long distances to receive the spine care they need. Patients with spinal tumors, stenosis, Herniated or degenerative disc diseases, spine trauma, fractures, or spinal cord injury can be seen by an Astrea neurosurgeon in Prosser, Sunnyside, or Zillah. Ask your primary care provider for a referral to one of our neurosurgeons. Astrea Health, exceptional rural health care close to home.
Now to the latest on the gas leak cleanup in Walla Walla. We have newly shot video of the operation. The city says work continues to mitigate volatile organic compounds from the basement of the Marcus Whitman Hotel and the 106 building. That as gasoline moves by groundwater into the building's sumps. The removed water is processed through a 6-stage filtration system set up in Building 106's parking lot. As of Sunday, more than 11,000 gallons of processed water had been discharged to the city's wastewater treatment system. Meanwhile, continuous air monitoring shows a reduction of volatile organic compounds in both buildings. Here's a preview of what's ahead on World News Tonight with David Muir in about 5 minutes.
Tonight, trapped in Gaza, the race to free hostages and get innocent families to safety. Plus, the secret ballot for a speaker nominee, how the House voted. More Americans turn to the most watched program on television. World News Tonight with David Muir.
Portions of Apple Valley News Now, sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier.
If something's missing in your morning without a McDonald's breakfast, then try a new bagel sandwich. With fluffy egg, melty cheese, and your choice of a steak patty with grilled onion, or bacon, or sausage, well, those will fill the void deliciously. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Now's the time to get a great deal on select Kubota equipment. Part of the #1 rated tractor brand for durability and owner experience in the U.S., they offer the versatility and reliability to get the job done right, all year round. Right now at participating dealers, get a Kubota compact tractor for 0 down, 0% APR for 84 months.
Find a Kubota dealer near you at GoKubota.com.
Dear road rivals, you may have 4 wheels, headlights, and a similar build, but our resemblance ends right there. You see, the Camry's been named best-selling car in America. But cheer up, wannabe twinsies. If you try harder, maybe you can catch up. Later, Toyota.
Every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care, our no-cost maintenance plan with roadside assistance. Visit your local Toyota dealer to learn more. Reserve yours at Toyota.com. Toyota. Let's go places.
Our phones keep us constantly connected.
Please switch to airplane mode.
But what if they had a mode to help us actually connect? Introducing Us Mode, a mode that makes our phones less distracting, so we can focus on quality time. So the notifications we get are the ones that matter. So we're never distracted from what's most important. Visit US Cellular in-store or online to set up Us Mode for free, even if you're not a customer. US Cellular, built for us.
For 25 years, you have chosen Smart Law as your legal team. Times may change, but our commitment to you remains the same. We believe everyone has the right to exceptional legal representation. From all of us at Smart Law, we thank you for your trust and will continue to serve and fight for our clients and their loved ones. Smart Law, smart choice.
Twig's Bistro and Martini Bar. We're shaking things up.
Tonight, trapped in Gaza, the race to free hostages and get innocent families to safety. Plus, the secret ballot for a speaker nominee, how the House voted. More Americans turn to the most watched program on television. World News Tonight with David Muir.
I think they like each other.
I'm Charles. Lunch?
Vanessa, I like lunch.
Give in to deliciousness. Buy one craveable classic and get another one for $1. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
It's going to be wet tonight, and again, those plunging temperatures. I hope you're ready for the cold weather. I'll get some more details coming up tonight at 6.
World News Tonight with David Muir is next. Apple Valley News Now is back tonight at 6. You can find the latest anytime on our website, applevalleyNewsNow.com.